It is needless to say how important the fit of a garment is, and there is no exception when it comes to shirts. In this video, I'm going to show you how a formal shirt should fit. Hi, this is Swapnil, and you're watching The Classic Dandy. Gentlemen, a garment that fits you well not only enhances your features and personality, it also makes you look more polished and poised. Now, when it comes to shirts, the story isn't very different. It is very easy to get the wrong fit of your shirt, especially if you're buying something off the rack. Now, gentlemen, most of the companies, most of the brands who make shirts, they make shirts to a standard size. And fortunately or unfortunately, we men come in various shapes and sizes. And what fits me might not fit you, or vice versa. Now, what I mean is, just an example, a 38 regular or a medium slim fit might not fit you as good as it fits me. There are few things that you must keep in mind in terms of fit when you're buying formal shirts off the rack. First is the collar. A collar that is too big or too small cannot be altered. Second are your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders fit you right. When you're buying an off-the-rack shirt, try it out and make sure that the shoulders are in the perfect place. Now, how to get the fit right? Gentlemen, the best shirt is always tailored, and I cannot put more emphasis on this. I have said this before, make sure to get your shirt tailored. A tailor is your best friend and he can help you nail the fit of the shirt. Right from shoulders to sleeves, anything and everything. If you want to get it right, and if it's a formal shirt, it is best to get it tailored. Now, when it comes to casual shirts, the story is little different. You can get away with few nicks and knacks here and there when it comes to the fit of the casual shirt. But when it comes to formal shirt, make sure that the fit is right and you're good to look dapper. Now let's go and check out few points that you can nail when it comes to the fit of the shirt. So gentlemen, this is how a shirt should fit. Let's start off with the collar. If you're someone who's going to buy an off-the-rack formal shirt, make sure to check out the collar first. Let's button up the collar for this. And this is how it should. Now, this collar is snug, it is not too tight, not too loose. If you're able to run 2 fingers around your collar, that's the perfect fit. If you're able to fit in only 1 finger, it's too tight, and if you can just run your whole hand through the collar, it's too loose as well. So make sure that the collar is right. Now let's come to the shoulder. Now, shoulder is very important because if you're buying an off-the-rack shirt, if you get your shoulder wrong, it is really difficult for a tailor to alter. And most of the tailors, trust me, won't even go for altering your shoulder. So let's go with shoulders. Shoulder should end right at the edge of your shoulder. From the side, if you look at it, this is where my shoulder ends, and this is where the seam of the shirt ends as well. Anything that goes past my shoulder will be too loose, or anything that is too tight will make the seam end somewhere here. So make sure that the seam of your shoulder ends right at the edge. Now let's look at the third aspect, the width of the shirt. Now gentlemen, this shirt that I'm wearing is tailored. So this is according to my measurements, my body type. This is a slim fit shirt. Now let's come to the third point, the width of the shirt. Gentlemen, this shirt that I'm wearing is tailored, so this is according to my measurements, my body type. Whatever your measurement or body type is, make sure that you do not have sides that are too out or too in. What I mean to say, something that is too tight is not gonna look good, and vice versa. So make sure that you do not have excess on the sides. And how to test it? You can just hold the seam at the sides and see. If you can stretch it out too much, then it means that it is too loose. If you can not stretch it at all, that means it is too tight. So make sure you just have enough room for movement, and that's about it. Anything that is too big is going to pop out of your pants, and anything that is too skinny will make you look horrible both ways. So make sure that the sides, you do not have excess, you do not have anything that is too tight as well. The fourth point that I would want to tell you is something that a lot of men ignore. If your shirt is too tight and if you broaden up your chest, you can see the gap between your button and your chest will see through. If you're wearing a shirt that fits you well and if you broaden out your chest, you will not see any gaps between the buttons. So make sure that if you're buying a shirt that is off the rack, try to stretch out your chest and there shouldn't be any gaps visible between your buttons. Now let's come to the fifth point, the length of your sleeve. Now gentlemen, the only thing that you want to make sure before you buy an off the rack shirt is the length of your sleeve. Your sleeve must end at the edge of your wrist, somewhere between the break of your thumb and the edge of the wrist, and that's about it. Gentlemen, the fifth point is the length of your sleeve. Now when you're buying a shirt, you must pay attention to the length of your sleeve. Your sleeve must end at the break of your wrist, somewhere between the break of your thumb and the break of your wrist, and that's about it. Anything that goes past the edge of your thumb will be too long. Anything that is too short will not be visible through your suit as well. So you must pay attention to this. Your suit must end at a place where your sleeve is visible by 1.5 inches, and that's about it. Second aspect is your sleeve should be broad enough to fit in a watch. If you're wearing a dress watch, it should slide inside your sleeve without any restriction. Now that doesn't mean that you would wear a big G-Shock. Wear a dress watch and make sure that your sleeves are big enough for the watch to slide in. So this is how it looks when I tuck it in. There is no excess fabric around the sides, and if I raise my arms, it doesn't come out as well. So these are the 6 signs that you must look in a shirt that fits you well. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial and learned how a formal shirt should fit. If you have any comments, do leave in the comment section. The Classic Dandy is present on every major social networking platform, so check out my socials, and if you like the content, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook and on TikTok. I release reels every Wednesday, so make sure to check that out as well. Gents, the Classic Dandy is an endeavor to make men's fashion more accessible and practical. So if you're someone who's new here, check out my previous playlist, and if you like the content, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to it and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you.